So this is the first time into the third round for young Paez, who in his previous 7 fights had either first or 7-round knockouts. And again, both Larry and Emmanuel making the point near the end of the last round. It might have something to do with the southpaw stance. It might have something to do with the fact that Lowell Brownfield is just naturally tough.
I'm impressed with Lowell Brownfield also. I know the environment he comes from is not the best for developing good fighters, but he's tough, very difficult to hit clean, and he comes to win.
His brother Jeff has set up an instructional program in the downstairs basement of a bar in Omaha, as they're trying to build a base of fighter participation there, and of course the star prospect is little brother, who won't go away, who is fighting back against Jorge Paez Jr. and perhaps giving Paez Jr. the kind of test that he has not previously had.
Well, didn't Jack Dempsey and a lot of fighters of his era start out in saloons?
I don't know about in the basement, but absolutely Jack Dempsey fought in saloons. Rode the rails to get from fight to fight, sometimes fighting 2 or 3 times in a day in different places. And all of that was before his official glove boxing career. Brownfield had switched to a conventional stance for a moment. Now he goes back to his southpaw look. Paez considers switching southpaw, dances out of it, decides to go back to his conventional look. Third round has become a tactical round.
Yeah, right now I'm very impressed with both fighters. Considering the limited conditions that Brownfield had, he's fighting a very good fight.
Stunned by Paez's right hand, Brownfield is able to use good footwork and awareness to avoid further punishment. And recovers.
Who would have thought that you would see a Midwestern fighter with all them tattoos and a fighter from Mexico just as clean as a bar soap?
It's a fairly limited field of tattoos from Brownfield. He's got a lot of canvas left. Or the Michelangelos and Da Vinci's of Omaha.
And the trunks as well, kind of jazzy,
absolutely
snazzy trunks.
He's got fringe, Paez Jr. doesn't.
In fact, they look like it should be reversed.
And now another switch to conventional stance.
His daddy.
Conventional stance for Brownfield as he switched back to southpaw. He threw a punch. You don't see that all that often. That confused Paez.
Yeah, well, Paez, his family had a family circus where he got his sense of showmanship. Maybe the son wants to go the other way.
Straight right hand down the flank lands for Paez, and Brownfield takes the punch pretty well, ties Paez up, makes it out of round 3. Brownfield isn't winning any rounds here, and he's a little wobbly as he goes back to the corner, but he has provided the sternest test so far in Jorge Paez Jr.'s career.
Last round, you hear me? Last round. You all right? Try not to get hit. You want to win the fucking fight? Let's go. You got to cut him loose.
All right, last round. Don't get over anxious. Last round.
Right here, you see Paez land a good right hand right here. Right on the chin. Maybe the best punch he's landed the entire fight.
And that's probably why Brownfield said when he was asked what you want to do here is not get hit.
Yeah.
But I want to point out something you often stressed, Emmanuel, and that's amateur background. If Paez hadn't had a long amateur background or undoubtedly seen a lot of southpaws, he could be in...
He would be in big trouble, I think, because Brownfield is much tougher and better than I thought. But, the amateur background is what's carrying Paez through this fight, plus probably been boxing all of his life, being the son of a famous fighter.
Copy box numbers through 3, Paez 31 out of 122, Brownfield 16 out of 119. Harold, how do you have it scored?
30-27, 3 rounds to nothing. Jorge Paez Jr. I gotta tell you, he's got the same showmanship as his dad did. No doubt about it. Jim, the difference in power in his fight is big.
What a left-hand shot by Brownfield and pretty good chin by Paez.
I was going to say, Paez had a lot more power, and he's winning it because he's landed a clean a lot of shots. But damn, I was a whisper wrong. 3-0 Paez.
I have it 2 rounds and as I usually do.
Let me guess, 1 round even.
I thought the second round was very close.
Glove now coming from the nose of Lowell Brownfield. That straight left-hand shot Brownfield landed. That's going to be like the great 5-iron across the water between two traps that keeps you coming back to the golf course.
He has landed another right up. He is the unorthodox fighter, fighting very much similar to what Paez, his daddy, was like in his own strange way.
So the stalemate now in the middle of round 3 or round 4 has to do with Paez's counterpunching skills and Brownfield's determination not to give another chance.
Well, one reason that Brownfield is giving Paez a nice tussle here, he's 25, Paez is 18. So physically he's strong, and he's obviously spent a lot of time in the gym, the way he moves his shoulders, his head, and defends himself.
And the shape he's in. Punch out good, dropping considerably here. Brownfield now switches to a conventional stance, back to the southpaw stance. This time he didn't throw a punch when he switched. It looks as though both fighters have slowed to a standstill. It's just Brownfield isn't going to give Paez a chance to counter, and Paez doesn't want to lead.
But Brownfield has caught Paez twice with that straight left hand tonight, to the point where Paez is a little leery himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Neither guy wants to allow the other guy a counter shot. So probably Brownfield is going to lose a 40-36, 40-36, 40-36 decision. But give him credit for coming in here and making a statement.
Good right hand again.
Right hook. And he might have won the third for the fourth round.
He may have won that round. It's a very good round for him.
And there goes the knockout string for Paez Jr., who now, for the first time in his pro career, must await the official judges' scorecards. And that's all part of the growing up process,
That's the
too.
growing part. I was impressed with both of them, though. I think the Paez is a very good prospect. And unfortunately, Brownfield is in a situation where he probably won't be able to develop much more because he doesn't have the proper training facility.
Look at that. Harold Letterman agreed with us. He gave the fourth round to Lowell Brownfield on the basis of those clean shots. Sounds like both corners are giving their fighter credit for fighting a smart fight.
Very good fight.
Marks on the face of Lowell Brownfield, who will wear some attractive bruises into the casino tonight. And at 25, he can go to all the nightclubs too. Jorge Paez, of course, will be at the Ben and Jerry's stand. Page 18. And the three judges who are getting ready to provide their scores are Carol Castellano, Al Lefkowitz, and Dalby Shirley. Veterans all. Right now, Michael Buffer has their numbers, so let's throw to Michael and find out who won.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Carol Castellano, 40-36. Al Lefkowitz has it 39-37. And Dalby Shirley scores it 40-36. All to the winner by unanimous decision from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, still undefeated, Jorge Marromerito